Welcome back to another video, y'all. Alright, today we got something special for you. If I have my keys on me, they're in the seat. If I have my keys on me and I can turn on the ignition, you can hear probably one of my fans running. So right now, these switches are what controls my fans. I click one and it's low. I click the second one and it's high. That's a little jank. I don't really like it. So what we have for you today is we're going to attempt to switch this out. Only issue is we don't really know what's behind here, so we may be missing this plug. If we are, I'll have to do it at a later date, but we can at least get this new panel installed so it doesn't look like trash. Now, if memory serves me correctly, I've taken this apart once before. How you do that is pretty simple. You can see these marred up marks here where someone else, not me, took it apart before. I'm going to try and fix that today as well, by the way. What you do is you take your screwdriver, or preferably something soft and plastic so you don't do what I'm probably about to do. And you can just pop this out. Ta-da! Disconnect your flasher unit. Try not to break this, because if you do, you won't have turn signals at all. And then here's our unit. As you can see, I broke this stuff, so don't do that either. Take out this screw, take off this faceplate, and take out this screw before you remove any of what I just removed without taking out that screw. And then to remove your unit, your climate control unit, pull out these 4 screws. One of which has already been removed. And the unit should be relatively free. Just might have to fight with the structure of the vehicle. And it may be easier if you go ahead and remove your head unit. I don't know, I've never done this before. Yeah, that's some early 2000 shit. Alright everybody, since I didn't show you in the truck, what we're going to do is show you how to remove these cables here. You're going to want to do this before you yank the unit, or you're probably going to mess some stuff up. So sorry if you're following along. What you're going to want to do is, you see these little tabs right here. I'm not going to point with my fingers because I got fat fingers and it's going to make it hard for you to see. These little tabs right here, these hold in these white things. These white things are what holds in your cables. Sorry if it's out of focus. You'll see what I'm doing if you're following along. Now, if it's a little bit easier if you do pull it slightly out of the center console, just because you have more room to work. So what you're going to do is apply pressure outwards on these white plugs, as well at the same time pushing these tabs inwards. Don't apply a lot of pressure because this plastic is brittle. So just take it, put a little bit of pressure on the plug, and you can press it with your thumb. Just alternate back and forth, and they'll get wider and wider until eventually they just the white part just slips out. Ta-da! And now, if this was in the truck, you wouldn't be obviously removing this. Just since this is bought from a parts place, they just snip the cables because it's easier for them to do. Remove it simply by lifting up and out. Now we're going to do that for the other side as well. There are several, I think about 5 cables, 5 or 6, I can't remember. 5 or 6, or if you're on the other side of the pond, 5 or 6. Do the same. Same with this one, up and out. Might have to pull it out at an angle because the head of it is a wee bit different. If it'll focus, you'll be able to see. There we go. It's a solid head. So it looks kind of like a sinker on a fishing line with a little hook. One more thing to remove from the inside before you can pull this whole thing out of the truck. This switch, since we got it from the parts dealer, they just snip this. Don't do this in your own truck or you're not gonna have AC. If you're like me, that's not a huge problem because I already don't have AC. Hint, hint, we might be working on that in the future. What you're gonna do, there are little tabs here on the sides. You take a small poker, you push in those tabs while pulling up on the clip, and it will come out. I don't have 3 hands, so it makes it a little difficult. Possibly. Okay, now I need a 3rd hand. There's the 3rd hand. What am I doing? I'm going to push in on these clips. And pry out. You gotta do that on the opposite side. Possibly just pry out on the opposite side. I don't see a clip. Well, what happened? Why was it so easy on the inside of the truck? I have no idea. That's why, because I'm stupid. Oh, because it's still connected. Yeah. So, yeah, usually this has to be removed before you can even remove the bezel. So, make sure this isn't plugged, this AC switch isn't plugged back in. Yeah, the daily dose of ASMR. Okay, so since we don't have a plug or pigtails, if you want to call it that, I found a picture of said plug online and the stock wiring. So the way this thing is set up, we're going to be plugging in we have a small diagram set up here for so we don't get confused. And if we do, I guess you'll see a ripped Tacoma at the beginning of this video. What we did worked, so this should work for you. We can show you our little wiring diagram one more time. These aren't perfect, however they are roughly similar. You should be able to understand when you look at that. You should be able to understand what's going on here. But this worked. So what we did was we got some speaker spade connectors, really small, 18 gauge spade connectors. I don't know where they went, or I would show you. Okay, eventually I'll probably get some measurements of the inside of this and make a 3D printed plug so that everything is nice, neat, and works. They don't have to be gold plated. If you can find them without it, they'll probably be cheaper. But these were what I had at the local store. On top of that, we replaced the light and our dome light. So let's get everything put back together. I'm turning on these fans just to show them one more time that it works and affirm that it works. Is it actually working? Huh? Turn it on hot. Yeah, it works. Anyhow, thanks for joining us on this journey of making my shitbox look a little less shitty. If you liked the video, please like the video. If you didn't like the video, click the thumbs down, but we can't see that anymore, so we don't really care. If you hate us and you want us to not continue this series, go ahead and put your hate down in the comments. If you like us and want us to continue this series, go ahead and put your likes down in the comments. If you also have a shitbox and you want to share stories about you trying to fix your stuff or make it look a little bit better, put it down there. Why not? All the car guys like car stuff, so go ahead and share your stories. Anyhow, like, subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. Go ahead over to the YouTube page, click our name, Stupid Endeavors, and you head over there. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, subscribe and click that little dingleberry next to it. Thanks, guys. Bye.